to the Sad Dads Club podcast. Here's everybody's favorite sad dads, Jim and Foo.
Remember, I was driving with Dawn. We were carpooling.
Yeah.
This is right when we first started carpooling together. I'm pretty much just met, right? She had just gotten the job, and we started carpooling together. And I had made a joke comment in the car, like, "Oh yeah, I don't like tattoos. Anybody with tattoos should get shot."
Oh yeah.
And she had tattoos, and so she was like, "Holy shit, this guy's a fucking dick."
Oh.
And then I had to be like, "Dude, I was 100% joking about
I saw the ink
tattoo."
under the sleeve, and I was gonna make. I made a joke.
Like, I would be that would be weird to have that much of a conviction about tattoos.
Like right out of the
right out of the gate. Just tell someone, "Oh, if you have tattoos, you should be shot."
Yeah.
What?
When I was ridiculously young, we were still living in Torrance. We were driving somewhere with my mom, and there was a random pedestrian on the guy with long hair.
Okay.
And my mom asked me something like, "What do you think of that guy's long hair?" And I said, it makes him look like a girl. And I said it in a, like, he's not a man kind of way. Like, that's a girl's haircut. A guy shouldn't have long hair.
Yeah.
And God, for whatever reason, like that comment has always stuck with me, which was funny because my senior year high school and year and change into Chico State, I had the longest, like, skater part down the middle flop hair that I could pull it back into like a very small, like ponytail like thing.
Yeah.
And it just every once in a while I was like, man, what a dick I was. Because it's just hair.
Yeah.
It's just hair, man.
I remember when Chandler was a little guy, and our neighborhood was new. And so all the families in the neighborhood were all like fresh families with kids the same age, basically. So you were getting invited to birthday parties all around the neighborhood. Yeah. And one house, I think they had the same model as us, or maybe the one slightly bigger. And we got invited to their house for a birthday party, and they had like Music Mike. Yeah. I don't know if you ever heard of that guy? No. He was a funny fucking guy. You could hire him for and he'd play music. Okay. And he was goofy as fuck. And I remember, like, me and one of the other dads back there laughing at Music Mike because he was funny. And the way he interacted with the kids was hilarious to us. Mm-hmm. And then later on, we're in the house and we're just chilling. And I'm on the couch and I'm like kind of chatting with somebody. Mm-hmm. And the guy the dad whose party it was, came up and he's like, "Hey, can I get you anything?" And I go, "Oh boy. Dude, it's so cringe." And I can't believe I'm telling this on the show. I said, God damn. I said, "Whatever you got, I don't need."
Oh, shit.
Like that. Just trying to be funny. Yeah. But it came out all sorts of fucked up.
Oh, wow.
I have thought about this comment. Yeah. For how Chandler just turned 29. I have thought about this comment for probably however long it's been, 26 years. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that didn't go, I mean, he was 3, but that didn't go quite how it didn't come out the way that I anticipated it to come out. Yeah. And I have thought about this. It lives rent-free in my head.
Like, did he read something on his face and you went immediately like, oh,
just the way it came out of my mouth. Yeah. And in the situation, it just didn't work. Right. And the way he just kind of like turned and like left. Oh, kind of a thing. And I was just like, oh, fuck.
Well, burn that bridge.
Damn.
Oops.
Yeah. Yeah. So, sometimes
it's
you
hard
just have those.
Because a lot of us in the space that are like Ingress, like all of there is some quirky humor. Yeah. And oftentimes a lot of our one-liners
They're hit or miss.
They are, but they also like if you're an outsider looking in, some of them are just downright like, I wouldn't say that to anybody.
Was crude as fuck.
Yeah.
What the hell?
You know,
yeah.
Like, goddamn. Do you know that? Do you know that guy? And be like, oh yeah, we fucking hang out and fucking, you know, like.
Oh yeah.
Zingers. And it's hard to like sometimes gate or disassociate yourself from that type of humor when it's so like on all the time, and you go to a net new set of people and you're like, well, I'd fuck her. Right. And you're like,
yeah.
Okay. Shit.
Damn, dude.
I mean, she's your daughter, but I didn't mean it like that.
Shit
you know, and you're like, goddamn. You know,
calm down, Trump.
Right. The number of times I've had to like gate a your mom joke.
Oh yeah.
To a group of dudes, you know, like band. And you're like, who can hear me make that? I would make some of these jokes with Tracy, the band wife.
Well, because you're around high school kids, right?
Right,
yeah.
and it's like, what?
Oh yeah, must wall this.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's the well, your mom's right over there. Fuck, I can't say a your mom joke here. God.
For sure.
You know what? These two hamburger patties look like an Arby's sandwich. You're like, that's like your mom. Wait, what? And you're like, oh God, no, that's not shit.
Look how wet it is.
What?
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Oh man, that comment though will always be with me. Yeah. And every once in a while, like right now, I think about it and I'm like, fuck, if I could just take that back and just say, no, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
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 Whatever you got.
There was we've mentioned it at this point, it's years ago. I've made a couple trips to Auburn lately. I was a teenager shopping at Kmart in Auburn, which is a Kmart that's no longer there.
Yeah.
And there was a Santa who I believe was a veteran who had lost a leg.
Oh, no.
And coming out of the out of the Kmart with my bag, I saw, and I kind of walked as I'm going through the double doors, and I went, oh, Santa only has one leg. And I heard that man say, what'd you say?
Oh,
get back here. And it was like a thought I was having in my mind.
But it came out
out loud.
Yeah.
And oh, shit.
Was he looking to get fired as Santa?
I don't know, but I realized I had said the quiet part out loud, and I went, oh, I was instantly like, how fast can I get to the car?
Do you know why he was working that job? To get the fucking prosthetic.
Probably. I was like, oh, Santa only has one leg. Man.
That's why I'm here, fucker. Yeah. Let's go. I'm taking you out with one leg.
Yeah. Because VA ain't paying for the other one, you dipshit. I'm like, oh, but man, I'm like, what a rude thing to say. Like, it didn't need to be said. But my mind went, oh, Santa only has one leg. And I was like, God damn it, dude. I have made a mistake. The quiet parts. But it's hard, you know.
Where's Rudolph? Does he have one leg too?
Is Rudolph a three-legged reindeer?
Can he lift off?
He only have one eye? Does the sleigh only turn to the right?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, not appropriate. Not appropriate.
That's funny.
Not appropriate. Funny. I was with my brother and sister. Hey, welcome to Sad Dad's Club podcast on our 4-week hiatus. Brought to you in part by one Cadillac sale, one birthday, one graduation.
Yeah.
And another, birthday, graduation, Cadillac sale.
Birthday. There was another birthday.
Venus birthday, Cadillac sale, graduation, Chandler's birthday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, triple whammy. Quadruple whammy. This is episode 386 because I only know it because I've got nothing else to do after 4 weeks but memorize the next episode. I'm the Lord Fu.
I'm Jim.
I was with my brother and my sister, and we were talking about shit. graduation. The things at when we were kids, older movies that we saw or cartoons that in this day and age absolutely positively are inappropriate.
Yeah.
To say, or just in general, in hindsight, no bueno. And we, my niece got a, she was graduating 8th grade. She had gotten an American History Award, and the conversation I was having with my brother and sister was everything, specifically, like the further back you go from the current culture we're at, and understanding differences and diversity and how to not alienate people as if you're trying to be a good person. When you start walking back famous people in history, you can't unsee that some of the good things that happened that are era specific about how that culture works looks very bad in current culture.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get away with celebrating the founding fathers when you know that all of them had slaves?
Right.
And you're like,
yeah.
George Washington led battles on Christmas, like you would Geneva Convention type of shit in war. Like,
yeah.
And then Looney Tunes, cartoons in the 70s and 80s with blackface, and Bugs Bunny was pretty sure he was racist, and they would make transgender jokes about Elmer Fudd, who had speech impediments, and you're like,
oh yeah,
like it gets awkward, but you can't like, oh well, that's all. It gets weird to address because in the time in which they were portrayed, some of those things were part of a culture that didn't know any better.
Yeah.
Not that that's an excuse, because the things that you and I know are bad now, the people by and large weren't addressing those issues. And so whether it was head in the sand or I don't want to poke my head out and get persecuted against, which is not right either. Like there are some crazy difficult conversations to be had about, well, you laughed at that back then. And so,
you know, it's weird that we're talking about this because growing up, you know, I love my grandparents, right? But my grandmother was racist as shit. You know what I mean?
I have
and
1 degree family that are, and it's hard to square.
Yeah, and I never subscribed to that. Like, even as a kid, I was like, that's kind of fucked up. You know, like, wow, I can't believe you would say that about a person. Like, that's a person.
Right.
And so I never really subscribed to the whole idea of that. And it always, it's weird. Even as a kid, like, thought, that was kind of mean or fucked up.
Very nice.
Yeah, like, why do you care so much? Like, why is this important? Why is this somehow important in your brain that you've got to make these comments or whatever? And I never understood it. And so it's like going back and seeing some of the old like cartoons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And watching them with this sort of like older, wiser, kinder, gentler sort of mindset does make you go, oh, you know, a little bit.
Yeah.
Or maybe a lot. I don't know. But
in thinking about it as I'm saying it, like some of the things like Bugs Bunny or Daffy Duck or like wearing blackface, I can tell you that in the moment as a kid, I would have had no understanding of what that joke meant.
Oh, for sure.
That the adult probably coloring, but the cartoon was making. It was just like, oh, he put a bunch of soot.
He's imitating.
He's imitating, like he just has a dark face and it's a mask and he can't tell that he is he, and that's funny.
Yeah.
Once you understand what
culturally what it means,
the racial joke that it is. Yeah. If I was a kid and understood that, and still, well, then I would seriously have a problem with myself. But in the moment, you're not. If my parents were laughing at the joke,
then it was okay for you.
Then it was, okay.
Oh, it's funny.
It's funny because it's a costume. I don't get it, but okay, it's funny.
Yeah.
Only as an adult with adult perspectives of the inside joke that they're trying to make does it become reprehensible. Like, ooh, that's.
Well, and if you think about it, that's all that stuff was made right around the civil liberties marches and that kind of stuff. And like all that stuff was sort of around the same time, And then one of the troubling things is you hear about like Disney, how he was racist or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's like fuck. This is like an institution of our.
That's the same kind of thing. Like with
culture.
You get close to 80s and early 90s. The heroes, the famous people that we would recognize as like, oh, those are people that moved the needle for movies, photography, publishing, journalism.
Mr. T.
Actors, theater, whatever.
Yeah.
We know them as, and then only to then there's. I only saw you on TV during Airwolf or Knight Rider or on the news, only to find out that you're a chain-smoking, womanizing racist. And you're like, well, I all you did was read the news.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Hindsight hurts sometimes.
Yeah.
And I did a conversation with my brother. It was like, it's hard to, because you're going to be able to poke that hole with anyone.
And as a kid, you didn't know any better.
Right.
You're just like, I'm entertained on Saturday morning with the cartoon. That was my favorite part of the weekend.
That's why I liked Transformers, because they were just robots.
They were mechanically racist.
Right. There was never
They're doing Camaro face.
Yeah. Come on.
Or semi-truck face.
Yeah. You just change your truck into a Peugeot and... is that you just LGBTQ plus?
Oh God,
it's fine. It's French.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway,
yeah,
you have to have some news.
Oh, I mean, of course.
Go.
The saga of the Cadillac is no more.
Later, bitch.
Later. It was in the shop. Did we talk about that?
It was in the shop. You got it back from the shop. Was where I think we left off.
Yeah, it had a transmission sensor issue, and I went in the shop.
Right.
Got that replaced. Cost me $200. And I got it back, and it was fine. But then, you're just worried.
You're done being apprehensive.
When's the check engine light coming on?
When's the next one?
So this was the weekend before Memorial Day weekend.
Yes.
And Chandler was like, I'm going to put it on Facebook Marketplace. I'm like, sure. So we decide on a price. That was the thing. I thought I had only priced it through Carvana, CarMax.
Mm-hmm.
And the offer was somewhere between $5,000 and $6,000, depending on the day of the week, or whatever.
Right.
It rose and fall. I would get emails. Oh, it's worth this much now, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it was typically between $5,000 and $6,000. So I went on Facebook and I posted in the Cadillac ATS forum that I was in.
Yep.
Oh, I'll sell this right now for $6,000. I thought I was doing great.
Mm-hmm.
And some dude's like, "Hey, why are you selling it so cheap? I wouldn't take less than $9,000 for mine." And I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I haven't done any research whatsoever on pricing. I just went to Carvana and got a price.
Mm-hmm.
So I start looking at Kelley Blue Book.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, holy shit, it's saying like private party is like $12,000.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, fuck, okay, that's more like it. You won't get that, but okay. And then the trade-in value should have been $7,000. And I'm like, okay, I mean, that's better. So I told Chandler, like, I think we just have to like private party sell it.
Okay.
So he's like, sure, I'll put it on Facebook Marketplace. Now, my concern was we were going to Melly's house for Memorial Day weekend. That was the week leading up. He puts it on Facebook Marketplace. He gets some people interested in it. And some dude's like, will you take 10 for it? Because we had listed at 11.5 and then knocked it down to 10.5 because we just thought it might be priced a little on the high side.
Okay.
And we're like, sure, let's, you want to meet? And Chandler's like, I don't know about this dude. He doesn't seem like he's on the up and up, or and the guy's like, can I have your phone number? And Chandler's like, I think he's trying to scam me. Let's keep he told him, let's keep the communication on Facebook just because I'm a little bit concerned.
Right.
And the guy's like, sure, okay. So we end up making plans on Wednesday, this is the guy. This is the guy. So we make plans on Wednesday to meet him at like 6, I think it was like 6:30.
Yes.
At the Safeway near the house. And Chandler, like, all day is like, I don't know, this dude's if he's gonna show up or whatever. And I'm like, please show up because I would love to sell my car for $10,000.
Right.
Okay. And so he's like, don't count on this guy. And so I go, okay. So the time comes and I'm like, oh shit, I got to get out of here. And Chandler has already gone to Safeway and he ends up meeting the guys there already. And so I drive from the house and the whole fucking time I'm between
please no check engine.
It's less than a quarter mile, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, please no check engine light. And I roll in and they're standing there talking and young African-American kid, not young, he was in his 30s. And apparently from Richmond, California.
Oh, yeah.
Rode Amtrak here.
Wow.
To see the car, and then from the Amtrak station took Uber or something to the Safeway.
Okay.
And he like looks through the car and pops the hood and the trunk and like, oh, the tires are relatively new and all, it's got Michelin Pilot Sport all seasons on it. And he was like, yeah, well, this thing's pretty clean. And I'm like, yeah, I take care of it. He doesn't even drive it. He just hands me
$10,000.
$10,000. Well, he had 9,800, but then not Venmo'd. What's the bank one?
Zelle.
He Zelled $200. So yeah, $10,000 in cash, basically.
Wow.
Filled out all the paperwork, and I had printed up contracts and got all that filled out, and then it was just like, I just sold my fucking car.
Yeah.
I just sold my car. I gave him a cable so he could use CarPlay on the way home because, I had stripped the inside out.
Yeah.
Now I have no car. It's Wednesday night, no car. This felt weird. Not entirely weird considering that car was in the shop for months at a time. And we had been sort of tracking Mustang Mach-E's.
Right. I think we had talked that too. You had a specific flavor that you were looking for.
Yeah, I wanted the GT trim.
Right.
And I like the white one. There's other colors I would have taken also, but if the white one showed up, yes. Okay. And then also I wanted specific wheels, but that's like a needle in a haystack to find one of those because GTs in general are rare. One shows up at our Kia dealer here. That was a lease trade-in. And we went to go look at it, and it wasn't available for us to see. They were like putting tires. It's got a brand new set of tires on it, putting tires on it and that kind of stuff. So we had to come back Thursday.
Right.
I think it was, we sold it.
Yeah.
And then we went and picked up Shanna on
Yeah.
Wednesday and went to the Kia dealer to go look at it.
Oh, wow.
And it wasn't available. So then on Thursday, we drove back.
Hey, fucker, show me the Mach-E.
Chandler had talked to the sales guy when we were there the night before, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, I'll let you know when it's available to look at." So he had texted Chandler, "Yeah, hey, are you gonna come in? What time you want to come in?" So we ended up showing up there around. We had an errand to run because Friday we were driving to Monterey.
Right. Oh yeah.
So this is the next day. It's Thursday evening.
Yeah.
And tomorrow we are driving to Monterey. So we end up going to the deal. We had to take the dog to get his nails trimmed and a bunch of shit before. So it ends up being like 6:30, 7 by the time we get to the dealer. And it's there. We drive it. And I'm like, oh, the price is a little bit higher than I wanted to go. Yeah. But then I got extra money out of the car. And I know how much PTO cash out I was going to get. So I was like, I'm not looking too terrible, But I was really hoping they would bring the price down. And I'm like, we're not going to buy this car. It's priced higher than I want. We end up buying that car. We got home at like 11 o'clock. Didn't even have any fucking dinner. You know what I mean? Yeah. Pretty much got what we wanted for the most part from a payment standpoint. Yeah. Oh, and also the wheels weren't what I was hoping they were. It's fine. They're okay. They're growing on me. Yeah. They're growing on me. But I really like the car. Full electric. We drove it to Monterey the next day and loaded it up. Yeah. And did basically the first real driving I did in it, besides just driving it home from the dealer, was to Monterey from here. Yeah. So I've been charging it in the garage with the 110 level 1 charger. Yeah. I just plug it in. I park it, pop it in, and it charges shitty slow. Yeah. It hasn't been a problem. I can, I'm going to get a level 2 charger for the garage at some point for a little bit faster. Yeah. But it charges at like 1.1 or 1.2 kilowatts per hour. It's very slow. So for instance, I think last night I put it in the garage and it had 78% on the battery and it charged to 90 and finished this morning. So 12%, Yeah. It's not a big deal.
But if you're a telecommuter, then
it's just adding extra miles.
Fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. I mean, if I have to drive to the office, there's 3 chargers at work I can plug into for free. Right. So I'm not worried about that. Yeah. And even if you're going to go to a DC fast charger and charge, that's not that expensive, really. And I have Chandler for the trip let me borrow his Tesla. It's a NAX to CSS1 adapter. Okay, yeah. So that lets you go from a Tesla into my car, which is a CSS1. And that worked fine. No problem whatsoever. It charges fast. It starts at about 154-ish kilowatts. And then as it fills the battery, it starts to slowly ramp down, which is all cars do that. Right. The way down there, we stopped in Santanella. We got it charging, walked over to, they have some new kind of drinks at McDonald's that Shanna wanted to try. So we ordered, I got the drinks, we came out, walked back to the car. By the time we got back to the car, it was already over what I wanted, Yeah. And it was more than enough to make it to Monterey. No problem. And it's cheap. It's like,
Did you charge at Melly's?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we did a bunch of...
You just plugged in 110 at Melly's? Or
no, I did take the charger with me, but there isn't really a place at her house to charge at her apartment. Okay. I ended up charging at the Electrify America near her, in her Safeway parking lot. There's an Electrify America charging. Okay. That charges like DC fast charger, super fast. All right. We parked it there, walked over and had dinner, and came back and I had idle fees because that's how quick it charged.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So yeah, it's pretty quick. And if you turn on like the air and stuff, doesn't seem to affect the charge rate much, if at all. Like you can be sitting in the car with the cabin shit running, and it doesn't seem to affect the charge rate, which is awesome. You know, so you can keep the cabin cool if it's sunny or whatever. I did gave Chandler his adapter back and bought my own, so I have my own. And then I think it was on Saturday, I went to a Tesla supercharger over by Topgolf.
Oh yeah.
And plugged in there.
Dutch Brothers. Yeah.
And there's different ways you can pay. You can pay with the Tesla app, or you can pay with the Blue Oval
the Ford
network.
App? Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't even have to do anything. You just plug it in, and it just charges your card.
So I did see that if you plan your route or you coordinate your charging stations with the Ford app, it'll do preconditioning. But if you do it not outside of that, it won't precondition the batteries.
I believe that to be the case. Apple, with Maps, has integrated charging stops into Maps now.
Okay.
And I didn't know that was even a thing. I just happened to run across that like on YouTube or something at one point. And I went, what the fuck? You know, it was kind of like a what the fuck moment. Well, apparently you can add your car and it will connect to the car and get state of charge and like tell you where to stop, just like if you were using the Ford thing. Now, whether or not it preconditions, I don't know. But I don't know how much preconditioning you have to do if you're on the highway.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I have gas engine cars.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of questions. There's a ton of questions. I've answered a lot of questions that I have, like how the things work and different things that like I'm like, well, how does this work? You know, and then I end up answering it somehow. I've joined some like Facebook groups for the Mach-E. I have a weird issue that pops up from time to time. It has profiles in the car, for instance. So I have a profile for me, and it links like your mirrors and your seat and your setup in the car to your key fob. So when you're sitting your key fob, all your stuff will set up for you.
Okay.
And then Shanna has her key fob, and it will do the same for her. Like her CarPlay or my CarPlay, depending on what fob it sees as the driver. The weird thing is even when she's not around, or if she doesn't have her keys, sometimes it will still set my seat at a minimum to her seating position, which is like I'm cramming to get in. So I have this weird thing that's happening. I don't fully understand how to mitigate it. It's not a huge deal, but it's kind of annoying.
So unlike the Cadillac, which you have shared as most people were hesitant to drive the Cadillac, does Shan drive the Mach-E?
She's only driven it twice. And I ask her a lot, do you want to drive it?
Yeah.
You're going to school, you're taking it, you're going to work, you want to take the Mustang?
Yeah.
No. I want her to take it.
Right. Yeah.
She was hesitant to take it to her normal school parking lot because she's worried about it getting dinged up or whatever. That's what she says. Whatever. Like, drive it. That's what, you know.
Right.
Don't use the gas.
But she's apprehensive, but for different.
Seemingly, yes.
Okay.
And maybe
But she has a fob. She should be doing this thing.
Yeah. And also, I think maybe the tech, like the big screen and the like, it does all these things, are overwhelming for her, maybe to a certain extent. But she's driven it a couple times. Have
you dragged against the Prologue?
No. I could have yesterday, but we didn't have an opportunity. Okay. It's
when everyone goes under 4 seconds, 0 to 60. Does anyone lose?
It's weird to have a car that can beat probably 98% of the cars on the road.
I mean, the last show that we were talking about, when everyone is doing a ridiculous 0 to 60, does it matter what your 0 to 60? Now, I will say the thing that I found out of the 2023s, what would be the first gens of the Mach-E's, is the 5-second full juice limiter. So I don't know if the Prologue Chevy variant has that same gate, but
yeah, if you're on the full throttle for 5 seconds, it will bring you back because I think it's heat related.
Now I did run into
but who's gonna be on the fucking throttle for 5 seconds at full throttle?
Someone else I saw. It wasn't a Mach-E forum thing. It was someone talking about. I think they were talking. It was a Lucid post, and it was someone chiming in from the side. They were talking about Lucid's motors, and it was that most EV manufacturers, 0 to 60 times are a party trick.
Yes.
Because once you get over 60 miles an hour, most of the EV manufacturers walk you off the battery because why would you need more? So the acceleration and amount of tap that you have into I just want to keep going fast. Most manufacturers after 60 because anything more it's hooning. So the 5 seconds starts to look like it's not a Ford thing. That's most manufacturers are doing that.
Yeah.
Outside of your boutique guys like Lucid and Rivian, which apparently if you beep, boop, 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 and undo some zzzts and wham-whams, all of a sudden you could stomp the throttle and go until the battery drained.
Well, here's the thing, is I cheated you.
You cheated me.
Yeah. It has 3 drive modes, actually 4. It has 3. I was in the middle of the 3.
Okay.
I wasn't in the quote-unquote unbridled mode, which I just thought about just now.
The ponies.
Yeah. And then inside the unbridled mode, there's a thing you can turn on that puts it in essentially track mode, which it like throws up a warning and says, don't use this on the fucking street because you'll die.
Right, of course.
I probably will never use that. But I don't think about the unbridled mode. I think it gives it extra torque. So it's possible what you felt before the show is even more so in unbridled because I don't use it that often.
Can you bias the motors? Like
not that
more
I'm aware
rear
of.
than front?
I don't.
Or
There's
turn off
no. I haven't found anything that lets you do that. Also, there is a software update that you can buy from Ford that makes it a GT performance version, which gives it more torque.
Oh.
So instead of whatever amount of torque,
at the middle setting, the torque of you stumping on it, I heard nothing chirp.
Yeah.
So to have even more torque at that kind of pull, I would be like, well, why would I pay money for that anyway? That's like what kind of extra? What are you doing that
That's
you need
what I'm
that?
saying. Yeah.
Like,
well, and when you read in the forums about these cars and people talking about buying them and that kind of thing, I was like, oh, I want to get a GT. Why do you want to get a GT? Why don't you just get the
performance?
No, the one before it, which is I can't think of what the name of it is.
It's a P.
It's basically like the luxury version, like the highest end luxury version. That one's more than enough, and it's like I would probably agree with that. Like I bet it is probably more than enough. But the GT gives you like upgraded brakes and upgraded mag ride suspension instead of the softer suspension that's not magnetically controlled. So it is a little stiffer ride.
GT.
Yep. I'm fine with that. The Cadillac also had a very stiff ride.
Right.
So it's probably been totaled by now.
I
am
a stiff ride.
That's true.
My wife knows. Hashtag sorry, kids.
So, yeah, it's been great. I am thoroughly I fucking want to drive it all the time.
Have you been in a place where you're like, oh, God, I'm not going to make it. My battery isn't big enough.
No.
I have been here too long. If I only had a gas tank, which I could fill in 90 seconds.
Here's the mantra that I have read in multiple places. It's the ABC. Always be charging. And it's true. If you're in a park in a place and you don't plug your car in and you have a charger available to you to plug it in, you're dumb. Just fucking plug it in and charge it. You know what I mean? If it's available to you, that's why I put it in the garage. It's not fast charging. It's a level 1 110 wall outlet. It's slow as fuck, but it's adding miles to what I can do tomorrow. You know what I mean? And I'm not driving it all night. So it's just sitting in the garage. There's a charger there. I'm going to plug it in. So no. I mean, like I said, the first real drive in it was literally driving it to Monterey and back. So there was some sort of trepidation about, how much will I have when I get there? Right. When will I charge? Where will I charge? There's some of that because it's new. It's net new.
Right.
We went, I charged it at dinner. I told you I charged it at dinner. The next day we got up and went to Big Sur for the day and like drove up and down one and it's like hikes and stuff. I was a little bit like, what's the percentage? It's all on the display. You can see it all the time. But like, how is it? I don't know if there's chargers on the one anywhere. Like, I hope it can. It was not even a thing.
I can only imagine some of these are once you've done it, now you know.
Yeah.
Then okay. That's
now,
not a big deal.
The only problem I have had with charging is there is a Tesla. See, this is just experience. There's a Tesla supercharger on the way out of town in Monterey in a Target parking lot. And it was Monday of a 3-day weekend, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so I pulled in. So when we left Melly's, I was like, I'm just gonna hit that Tesla supercharger. We'll charge there. We'll head out of town because I'm leaving at a lower state of charge than I really wanted to. So we'll hit that. We'll get enough juice to make it to Santa Nella, and then we'll hit Tesla again, and we'll charge it there. So we get to the Target where the Tesla superchargers are, and it's a small cluster. It's not a very big Tesla supercharger. And it was a lot of Teslas plugged in there. Now, my car, Teslas have their charge port on the back corner, on the driver's side back corner of the car. My charging port is behind the driver's front wheel on the fender. So a lot of version 3 Tesla superchargers have fairly short cables.
Right.
And I couldn't get my car nose in close enough to the charger to get the cable to fit. And that left me going, oh, now what?
Right.
Because I wasn't going to park sideways and block like 3 spots on a busy holiday weekend at the Tesla supercharger. So that left me scrambling to find an okay-ish level 2 charger that was nearby. And we sat for maybe 20 minutes to get up enough state of charge where I was comfortable leaving to make it to Santa Nella with enough charge to charge at the Tesla supercharger there while we had lunch at In-N-Out. And that was fine because by the time we got back to In-N-Out was so busy, by the time we got back to the car, it was at 97%.
It's funny you would mention the Tesla supercharger spot thing because I got fed a Facebook meme picture and it was a Mach-E parked across 2 slots at a supercharger, and it was clearly from a Tesla owner, and it was like,
fuck this guy.
Yeah, fuck this guy. Can you imagine? Blah, 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 blah. And if you look at the whoever runs like the organization that's responsible for the Tesla supercharger network, that the agreement that Tesla supercharger network has with Ford explicitly states that the location of the Mach-E's charge port may result in a 2-spot.
Absolutely.
Right. So the Tesla supercharger network accounts for and has published a disclaimer saying that the Mach-E may need to take up more than 1 spot by design. So these asshole, like, prima donna, fucking self-entitled
Tesla
owners. Hey, man, you know what you did.
Yeah.
You little fucking arrogant assholes.
Yeah. Now, I wasn't willing to do that.
If you knew how to read and not just throw money at the screen, you would understand that the agreements that your big dude has signed with other manufacturers to allow usage to your network, your fucking charging network, because that dude needs money.
Right.
And the supercharger network makes money.
Yep.
Yeah. These people aren't. If you pulled in fucking horizontal, perpendicular to the charger, yeah you're an asshole. But so the Tesla corporation has accounted for this thing.
Yeah. Well, in a normal Tesla spot, when they back into their spot to get their charge port door near the charging cabinet, and the cabinet has just enough cable to make it to their charge port door. They leave their cable super short.
Yeah.
Because
well, sure.
at the time they were like, we're only designing this for fucking Teslas.
Right.
And that's okay. Now, they, like you said, they have said that this is how you deal with it. My car, I have to nose in, I have to park, I have to basically block 2 spots because I'm using the charger from the spot to my left, because the spot that I'm in, that charger is in the wrong spot for me.
Right.
So I have to in fact, when I was over at the Top Golf and trying the charger on Saturday, I had to nose in really far to get I had to move my car twice because I didn't know how far I was going to, am I going to hit the lip on the curb or whatever?
Yeah.
I had to nose my car in really far, and so I had to move it 2 times to get the cable out long enough to get it to reach my charge port door. And that's how it is. That's exactly what they say you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sold rights to this car.
Yeah.
This is what that means. I would welcome some arrogant fucktard to roll up on me.
Oh, yeah. Hey, complain to Tesla.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. That's not my fault. I didn't make the contractual obligation selling me the rights to your charging network. Yeah. And also, we can agree that these were engineered for your car specifically, right up until the moment where they sold access to these other organizations. I'm allowed to be here. I am paying money.
I'm a customer.
So get fucked.
Yeah.
I'm not parking. I'm not taking up more than I need to. Get fucked.
Now, I'm going to say this. I don't particularly care for charging at a Tesla supercharger and giving Musk's company my money.
Right.
It doesn't please me whatsoever. It just so happens that Tesla supercharger in Santa Nella is right by where we want to go. Mm-hmm. Now, there is also the Rivian Adventure Network is also right there. I could use that also.
Yeah.
I have not tried that yet, but maybe next time, instead of Tesla, I will probably use that. There are other chargers that in Santa Nella that are on the other side of 5 where the other stuff is that aren't close to the things that we want to go to.
The Rivian network is the only other network with above 97% uptime on charging.
Oh, good.
Charging availability.
Yeah.
But the Rivian network is 4 to 5% of the Tesla network.
Oh, yeah.
So few and far between.
Yeah.
But they're the only other ones where you're going to get to a thing and it's not going to be broken or missing a handle.
Yeah, and hello, Electrify America.
But you're not going to fucking find one at 4 and 5% compared to a supercharger network.
Yeah, there are some, like I said, some on the other side of the 5 in Santa Nella, there's some chargers over there that get really good ratings. Mm-hmm. It's just not anything that I want to frequent. I don't want to, we're going to go to In-N-Out or Starbucks, and those are over by the Tesla supercharger. That just is easier. From a charging standpoint, if I can plug it in and walk over to the thing and then come back, that just makes it way easier. And that's what I would expect to be able to do, right? So I would prefer to go somewhere else because probably they're even a little bit cheaper than Tesla's, 53 cents a kilowatt hour or whatever it is. So, and then if you use the Ford network, I think it's like 69 or 70. So they actually bump it up a little bit higher than and they make money off of you charging off the Tesla. So they pay Tesla under the table and make a few cents. Yeah, that's how they do that.
I see.
Yeah. So I might turn the plug and charge off, There's a company called Iona. It's another charging company. Okay. And they have started making inroads into California. I think they've basically started in the East Coast or maybe the Midwest or something. Their stuff's really, everyone really likes Iona chargers for some reason. The closest one to us is in like South Sac somewhere. But over that weekend, they had 20 cents per kilowatt hour charging rate. Oh. And it was like Memorial Day weekend, cheap charging. And I was like, where's the closest Iona on our, and there wasn't one. And I was like, dang it. So, it's like, it sort of feels like the Wild West to a certain extent.
Sure.
Yeah. And it's been fascinating to learn how it all, before I had the Mach-E, I was like, you just hear all the stuff and it doesn't mean much. You just hear the things and you don't have anything to tie it to. And now when people talk about charge rates and stuff, it's like, oh, I get it. Okay. I get it now, and I think it's great. No gas. I mean, I went from, I think I paid $6 a gallon the last time I filled up the Cadillac. $6 a gallon. At fucking Costco. So imagine what it was at like Chevron or Shell or 76. So, I love it. I'm excited.
So when you left here, to Monterey, your first stop was Santa Nella?
Yeah.
Do you know what your battery was at?
I do. It was, I think it was at 26% when we got there.
So would you have made it?
If I had maybe charged 100%, it says you can make it all the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you charged out of convenience and whatever anyway?
I got to stop to go to the bathroom.
Right. Okay.
Period.
Yep. So fits with the conversations we had prior.
Like, I have a
boner.
No.
Prison. Fuck, it's been a while.
Yeah.
We're still on it. Still on it. Still got you, bitch.
I have a hernia.
Oh.
And I need to have it corrected, but it limits my bladder space.
Oh, okay.
In a really weird way.
Okay.
And so, I can't ride I used to be able to, fucking run all the way to LA without ever having to go to the bathroom. You know what I mean? I can't do that anymore. So until I get that repaired.
I don't have a hernia. Yeah, and I can't do that anymore. I was having a conversation with my sister-in-law's father last night about making he came up for my niece's graduation, and he lives in Anaheim. The Disneyland conversation.
Yeah.
And I was trying to truncate our last big conversation about EV stuff, and I was telling him that you had, I got a friend who just bought a thing, and we were talking about the whole anxiety part and how we need to stop at fucking Kettleman City anyway, and he knew what I was talking about because he's lived down there, and then he lived up here in Lincoln for a bit.
Okay.
And then moved back down for a job opportunity back down to Anaheim. So he knew what it was like to make the drive.
Yeah.
And he was like, I used to make that drive when I was younger, in one shot. I'm like, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
When you somehow, for some reason, cared about making time, or how short can I make this?
Yeah, can I do it in 6 hours?
Yeah, this 7.5 hour drive in 1990. Can I turn this into 7 or
Yeah.
And I just need to make it a straight shot. And when you're driving something, you could press it and make it. And he was telling me about how he had a diesel Rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
So he would get 50-something miles.
They don't give a fuck.
No. He's like, but his story was that he apparently the however Volkswagen had, his story was that if you didn't put some sort of diesel treatment in the Volkswagen gas tank, it would mold.
The diesel would mold?
Apparently. That was his story. And that he didn't know that this was a thing.
Oh.
So mold had started to accumulate in his gas tank.
So it got smaller and smaller.
So his gas tank got smaller and smaller. And he eventually had to replace his gas tank because he was like, I would fill it and then go
to the internet
and then 100-something miles, and then I'd be out of gas. And I took it, and they had to. It was so contaminated, they had to replace the gas tank. I'm like, I've never heard of that, but okay. I'm like, what the fuck's in diesel? But it's funny that he would mention the diesel because I had the guy that lived, my best friend who lived in Shimmick's house.
Yeah,
had a diesel Rabbit.
Okay, and
it was a cabriolet though, so convertible. And man, fuck, Mike would put gas in that thing, and when the places that we would drive, we did Disneyland once, but we would do Tahoe on occasion, and I never saw him stop to put gas in that fucking thing. I never saw him put gas in it. Anyway, diesel.
Well, I remember Steve Tawney was always talking in his big Dodge Cummins turbo diesel.
Oh yeah,
he would talk about how it doesn't matter where I drive, what I'm pulling, what I'm doing, how much foot I put into it, because he had like a custom built transmission and all kinds of shit. And he was like, I get the same gas mileage no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, wait, what? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. It's
and that truck would just kill people.
And now they want those diesel motors from those Volkswagens, Rabbits, and Golfs, and the trucks. They want those diesel. Now it's like a big old thing, like a resto mod to.
So you can spend way more money on gas.
Right. Unfortunately in California. But the gas mileage, but the gas hasn't, it's gone the other way. But the motors are fucking tanks.
Yeah.
The motors are tanks.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Anyway.
As long as you put DEF in them.
But we were talking about the whole right. Yeah. It's fucking. Did it pull something up? Do they really mold in the gas tanks?
There is people are saying, this guy says that he took his thing into the dealer and they said there is a fungus in the gas tank, and everyone's like, that's bullshit. So I don't know, but he's basically saying that it clogged the fuel filter and the fuel pump and stuff.
Okay.
And how would that not have been a thing in that car? Like if it was,
I didn't know. Maybe he's.
I mean, I know diesel bug is a thing.
Yeah. This sister-in-law's father, a very smart gentleman when it comes to software, not a mechanical person. So his understanding of what the fungus or mold was and how it was imparting problems to his fuel system is entirely magic to him, I would bet. So how he described it to me, but that you found something that mentioned fungus in the diesel gas tank probably sells it for me.
This person says it's the other F word, floccule, a cloud or precipitate, as in a liquid. And he says fungus sounds better. If some service manager said floccule to me, I might take it the wrong way.
Oh, interesting.
So I don't know. Well, but I know like diesel bug is a thing. Like it's actually a bug that lives in diesel fuel that like creates all kinds of problems like on boats and stuff.
Fuck those guys.
I know.
I don't got time for that.
It's like a black sludge in the fuel. It's really weird. And you have to like clean all your shit out. It creates all kinds of problems.
Well, that should
clogs the filters up.
Fucking weird.
And injectors,
No.
I don't know.
Is that from those French fry oil diesels?
I don't know. It's very. I think they get it from when they buy cheap or fuel in a crappy port or whatever.
Really?
They get it maybe from because I watch a lot of YouTube that has it's boat content. I love it. And sometimes they're getting fuel. They're buying fuel where it's brought to the boat, like they'll fill up these jugs and then like pour it in the tank.
Shit.
Yeah. And so it's not like a, protected tank where they're like filling it up out of a thing that's full in the ground somewhere. So I don't know. They
Dude's like siphoning.
Kind of. I mean, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Primitive.
Future primitive.
Wow. Oh, hey, now fucking. Don't do
So
that.
yeah. It's over with the Cadillac. I'm sad. I'm a little sad because I really like the car, but also like having some peace of mind is awesome. Also, bought a warranty for the fucking Mach-E. So,
but from a real dealership, so there's a little bit of peace of mind. Is it
That's
a
a lot of
Ford
peace of
warranty?
mind. No, it's whatever they were selling at the Kia dealer.
But at a Kia, you know right where they. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll fuck them up.
Yeah. Let's go, fuckers.
But it still has some factory warranty left on it, so it only had 27K when I got it.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Plus the 8-year.
Yeah, battery is 8-year,
100,000 miles or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, whatever. It is what it is.
But fucking good times.
Yeah. So you had your son graduated.
Yes.
Is he all excited or is? I didn't hear much about graduation. You were a busy guy, I think.
He was. It was funny because his grandmother, grandpop, Venus's dad, Venus's mom, and my dad both came.
You had
and
a bunch of people here.
Going up to, and then Piper came up. Venus. So we, unlike the graduation I just went to for my nieces, we actually had a limited amount of tickets. So and we had a exact amount.
Yeah.
Venus's mom, Venus's dad, Venus's dad's, so her stepmom, Mary, me, Piper, Venus,
and me, my mom.
Right, my mom's dead.
That's why I said my mom.
Yeah. Ayo. Free seat.
I didn't mention your mom. God damn it.
She's dead. So we had all of our seats. It was weird. Like, he was playing video games.
Right up to let's go.
Right up until roughly about, because we had to prep about, I think we told people to get here about 4. Somewhere about 3, I sent him like,
hey man,
this is how the evening's going to go. Here are your timelines.
People are here.
Get dressed here. This is when people are showing up. This is when you have to be there. This is when people are walking over. And I think about 3:30, which was about half an hour before he had to do anything, like it got quiet as fuck in his room. And I was like, oh, well, I just sent you the thing. That didn't mean he had to pull plug.
Because he was wearing headphones.
And it got quiet. Yeah. And like I said, he was gaming, and like, to ask him a question like, what do you need tonight? And he was like, I don't know. Everything was like,
because he had senior or what the like sober grad night, right?
No.
Oh, he didn't do that?
He didn't do that.
Oh, okay.
No, they were just like, don't be. So his friend group was like, just kind of like, and Senior Bob was like the same thing. It was just kind of like, maybe we'll go, maybe we won't. But, yeah, we're going. And when do you need to be there? Everything was like last minute.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe
no one can make a decision.
Yeah, and like the way that he handles stuff, unlike Piper, he's not the planner.
I would imagine Piper has everything planned out.
Piper definitely needs to have stuff planned.
Yeah. And
like when other people who are supposed to be taking the reins, Piper will get frustrated because, listen, you told me you were going to have the things. Now I'm going to have to do the things, and it's 11th hour, and now I'm pissy that I have to do the things because Piper needs to have the things.
Yeah,
like,
and also
get your shit in line.
Let's get Piper on a group assignment in one of her classes.
Yeah.
Because that's not going to go well.
No.
If you don't do what you're going to say.
You said, right. And we're going through that with like dorm room stuff. Like, you're supposed to clean this. And she's noticing that no one else is doing their stuff. And she's the last one to leave. And she's like, I'm already looking at it. Like, these people are getting ready to bounce. And I'm the last one holding the bag. And I'm also the responsible one. So that means I'm doing all of the shit.
Yeah.
So.
Been there.
Piper's a thing. Zander is kind of, and it got close to go time, and people started showing up. And Zander moves out to the couch to make sure that he's not sitting in his room, Yeah. And I think I put on Iron Man or something, and he's just kind of like we had pizza, so he ate pizza and he had a salad.
You think he was nervous?
Oh yeah, there was a whoop. Shift.
It was like, oh, shit's getting real.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
and where
like this is literally real.
So the way that we had to shuffle stuff because Venus's dad and her stepmom were coming late because stepmom had to work. And Zander had to be there later than the guests in the stands. So my dad, Venus, Piper, Susie, Venus's mom, walked early, and I stayed behind because I was going to drive Zander with his gown shit and wait for Pop and Mary to drive them over so they didn't have to wait because that would be crunch time. So I'm waiting. They show up. I drive everyone over. I shuffle a car, and then I do some walk distance. No big deal. And I get in the stands, and I'm sitting next to Venus's mom and then my dad on either side. And Venus's mom goes, Zander was really quiet. Is he okay? And I went, it's funny you would mention that. I think he in the moment when people started to arrive, and also I told him a timeline thing, he realized, oh, this is happening. Like, this is a thing. And while you would understand Chandler gamer. Like,
oh yeah,
he has a passion, and when he's in the groove, the things to the outsider just kind of.
I think that his level of gamering is even more so than Chandler. I'm gonna say
it. Once he's in, yes, it's possible. Like, I don't know your audience level of Chandler's. I think the gaming types are different, but probably the passion is you would be right. He is, but his when you touch on something that's like the feels, you get it's 100% raw. You get like he is very.
It strikes him.
Yeah, it's a hard chord. Pain, sadness. Like the dogs, it hits
because he's mellow pretty much all the time.
Everywhere else,
very even.
Gaming is like almost like a microcosm of like his attitude. Everything else is like
whatever.
He feels everything like almost like a above and beyond. Like if it's important to him. Like, oh, I don't want to get rid of this because this was the first thing I did this and he has a hard time letting things go.
Yeah.
Because
me too.
Up until someone hands you cash.
No, I mean in general, man.
Right. So when I put in front of his face timelines about the thing that you're graduating and there's next steps coming, he disconnects very easy when Venus or I tell him, you need to do this. But then when he faces that truth or that reality, it's okay. And then he's almost Piper-like in okay, do the thing. I'm frustrated. I can't do the thing.
Like scalpel.
Yes. Yeah.
Very precise.
Yes. So he hit a switch, and his grandmother noticed it. Like, is he okay? I'm like, he's hitting the realities of the things that are starting to happen.
Yeah.
And
it just got real.
Right.
Yeah.
And so he sat out on the couch watching Iron Man as he's just kind of like vibing as he's processing.
As the weight of the moment
absolutely
is hitting him, yeah.
So he understood, and so it was a really good moment. They got his name right, obviously, as they do in these book things. It was about as long as Piper's thing.
Yeah.
He got really good pictures with his sister and moms and dads and grandparents and whatnot. In the same vein, last night was my niece's graduation from Clear Creek.
Okay.
So this is my brother's twins.
Junior high.
Yes. So this is if you're playing the home game, this is the same elementary middle school that I went to, my brother went to, and my sister went to.
Yeah.
My brother's twins also just graduated from.
That's funny.
A graduating class of 8.
Oh, wow.
Right. Wow.
8.
And the ceremony was held in the same gym in which I graduated in.
You still had artwork up in there, I heard.
It's quite possible. My distinguished school from 1989 banner was still in there,
nice.
And the plaque was still on the wall. The funny thing was, when I graduated there, it was a half. We couldn't even afford a full gym. It was a half gym.
Oh, wow.
And they had pushed it out in time.
Well, when your class is 8.
Right.
I
think
we
had 12.
Oh,
which
geez.
is right. So it was in the same gym in which I had graduated from.
Yeah.
Hashtag valedictorian.
of 12.
4.0, baby. Of 12. Hey, you can't fucking deal with it. You know. I told my brother, I'm like, last week at some point, I said, because I couldn't invite the entire family to Zander's because we had tickets. Yeah. Now, in hindsight, there was
those
more than
events
enough.
Are way too big.
There was more than enough space.
Yeah.
I wish there would be a way for the school to recognize, or put out like there may be some extra space. Because I would have loved to have invited my brother, my sister, her husband, my brother's wife, and the 2 girls. The 2 girls absolutely love Zander.
I mean, there's no reason why you really shouldn't be able to do that.
I would have loved to, but at the time I was gated by the tickets I'm given. So,
or the ones you can scrounge from people who don't need all their tickets.
So I would have loved to have invited them, but I was told. So I told my brother last week. I'm like, hey, if you want family, I don't know what the population participation gating is for you at Clear Creek, but I said, if you want family there, just let me know. I will tell me when it is, and I'll try and make it up there. Tuesday, he sends my sister and I have 2 tickets or 2 slots. Whoever can come up, the graduation, or Monday, he sent that. Tuesday. No, it was same day. Tuesday morning, afternoon, he sent my sister and I have 2 slots. My sister said that her husband was having a colonoscopy, so she was just a single. I'm like, I'll take the other one. I'll go. I'll go up there. Now, I'm going with the intention that it's my nieces, and I'll celebrate my nieces. They're both special. Yeah. And it's
your brother's kids.
Brother's kids. Yeah. He asked me to come up. I'll fucking make it. So I sent a thing to my wife. I'm like, altering the evening plans. I'm going up. Graduation for the girls. Okay. So I stopped at her place or at work on the way up. Rode to Grass Valley.
Nice.
It was all because it's only 8 people. Everyone got to say a little speech thing.
Oh, wow.
It probably went in length, almost the length of Zander's graduation.
For 8 people.
Because 8 people all got to say some things, and then the guest speakers and whatnot handing out the stuff.
That's pretty cool because it's nice and personal.
Yeah.
Personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My one niece got a plaque, a certification for American history excellence. And then my other niece got one for science. So STEM girl, liberal arts girl, fantastic.
Nice.
as they get their diplomas and we're just kind of mingling in the gym, I said to my brother and my sister, I'm like, I just realized after bookending my two kids in high school, like one's gone in college, Zander just finished, now going to college. I have no more high school. I said I just realized that I bookended the last SARTA to graduate from this school, of which the first SARTA also was here, who graduated from this school. So there will be no more. The story for Clear Creek,
womp womp,
is the book is closed.
Yeah.
And I went, how if he did not sent anything, I certainly wasn't thinking about that in the moment.
Yeah.
But it was like, what a story. What a story.
The gravity of the situation fell upon you.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
And then my sister, like all three of
you
us.
You had your Zander moment up there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
For sure.
It was like, oh, you're taking pictures and you're listening to the kids and you're like, fuck, this is going way too long. And then I kind of leaned over to my sister and I went, this is the last time we will be here too.
You're all fun fact.
And she went, what? I went, we won't.
There's no need to be back.
We will never be here. We have no need.
Yeah.
And my brother, my sister, and I both walked the back end of the campus. We're like, the amount of people I hit in the face with a dodgeball on this basketball blacktop court. I'm like, you can still hear that ping of a fucking rubber. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. The smell of the rubber if it hit your fucking face.
Oh yeah.
The field where my brother took a huge ball to the face, or he ran into, like doing a 3 flies up, ran into another kid and knocked a tooth. Hospital. We never. It's all that story is. I'm like, man,
that's crazy.
Man, how crazy is that? It was special unintentionally, and then cool all at the same time.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah.
And then I got to rib both my siblings about how they weren't valedictorians.
And just me.
Yeah. I had to piss over here.
On a class of 8.
Yeah. This was a classroom. This is the classroom. Like the original classroom where I went to fucking kindergarten, now it's a fucking tool shed.
Oh, geez. That's hilarious.
So sometimes it's the small things, man.
So when we go to Orange County, and then we'll drive by like the school that I went to when I was like in grade school. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like the same but totally different. It's like, wow, okay, that was where I had kindergarten. And I remember that. And, we were in this building for these classes. That's wild to me. Yeah, it's weird to see that, and it's still there. I'm like 50, almost 55, and it's still there. It's so bizarre. So I feel
weird.
that.
So weird. We're out of time, buddy.
Only for this week, though. We'll be back next week.
Right. I got so much shit.
I know. It's like there's a lot. There was a lot. Shan was like, "How are you going to pick and choose what you're going to talk about?"
Yeah, it'll be easy.
We should have.
You take 2 and fucking call it a day.
Set a timer, and then you start talking, and you try and get as much in. And when the timer stops, you have to go to the next subject. And I was like, "Oh, that would be so hard."
Yeah,
I don't know that we could do it.
And stop. Fuck you, Shan.
Oh, God damn it!
Shan's ideas are lame.
Sorry about these half-assed stories.
And segment B, we're talking about hand jobs. You're like, what?
And time.
Yeah, and time.
Anyway.
Hey, you should return the cart.
Should wash your ass.
Wash your hands.
Check your oil, Tony.
Stay up to date on your shots.
Make the call if you need to.
Register to vote and vote, please.
Wear a helmet.
Pick up a broom.
And do the kindness.
We'll catch you next week.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye. Holy shit.
We did it.
We actually did it. I didn't even have to
3
look.
weeks, or
Wow.
however many weeks it was.
Clearly, you just need to go 4 weeks, and then we nail it. Then we... Right, and then hand jobs. And ends it.
And that's it.
And that's it. Boop, boop, boop.